All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the Friday Night at the Fights or Monday Night at the Fight special. I'm Keith Creed here with middleweight champion Chris Weidman. How's it going, Chris?
Going well, thank you.
How you feeling this morning?
Tired. I just came back from Chicago yesterday. I was in Atlantic City before that, so traveling, and I'm here nice and early with you guys.
All right, lifestyle of a champ.
Yes.
So I just want to get into it real quick. As we mentioned before, you know, I saw you fought Uriah Hall. Everyone knows Uriah Hall now. Mm-hmm. Back then, he was the darling of New York City. You beat him.
I was the darling of Long Island, though.
There you go. You were the darling of Long Island. He was the darling of New York City. Yeah. And when you beat him, the consensus was, oh, Uriah Hall had a bad day. Now, we have Anderson Silva. You beat him in the first fight. They say he's playing around. You beat him again in the second fight. It's, oh, a freak accident. How do you feel that sometimes the general public and the press, they look at your performance and they don't give you the proper credit to which I feel you deserve?
You know, it's gonna be one of those things. Like, you're always gonna have doubters, no matter what. You're always gonna have that people support you. But after these two fights, it's easier for me to deal with the doubters because I was in the cage with Anderson Silva now for 4 rounds straight, and I could tell you, I'm a better fighter, 100%. I knew I wasn't losing that fight, and I didn't lose the fight. I just said I was going to finish him twice. I finished him twice. I agree that it wasn't. I mean, the first fight is I knocked him out when he was doing the towing thing, which he does all the time. So that's a fluke out of nowhere, but that shouldn't be considered a fluke. The next one is crazy. You know, like check his leg kick and it breaks his leg. It's not the way I would want to finish a fight at all. You know, my first fight I wanted to knock him out, but this one I didn't want to break his leg. So it's a little different scenario after the second one, but.
Well, you know what? One of the things that I noticed looking back at the first fight, Anderson usually likes to gauge the rhythm of his opponent, and then from there, he'll throw a counter, he'll slip, or give him an odd angle to throw him off balance, and then he begins to mount his offense. He didn't catch your timing in the first fight, nor did he catch your timing in the second fight. And I think that may have been the reason for him to play around a little bit, to throw you off a little bit, play possum. What did you work on in training camp in terms of staying active and mounting your strategy to throw him off his game?
Yeah, I think one thing that some people forget is that I'm the first person that has ever actually fought with long arms in him too. I think the range kind of throws him off, where he actually has to step in a little bit to hit me. Usually he could stay at his range and pick people apart. And when he steps in like that, he has to worry about takedowns and then worry about getting knocked out, especially after the first fight. He knows that power at that point. So I think there was a lot of things that he had to worry about, where for me, I'm moving forward, and I felt like I was the one who was able to, you know, really establish what I want to do. Whether I want to take him down or punch him, kick him, he didn't know what was coming. You know, he had to worry about a lot of things.
Yeah, you definitely put him under tremendous pressure. Even, you know, on the walkout for the second fight, it took him a little bit longer to get to the cage than it normally does.
I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, what was going through your mind at that moment?
I was still like, you know, they bring us both out, I guess, and I stand and wait for him to go out and stuff like that, and I'm just standing there warming, like trying to stay warm, and I'm like, oh, this is wild. But I always kind of expect that with Anderson. I know he does usually have long walkouts, but this one was long. I know it was actually really bothering my cornermen afterwards. They're telling me, they're like, what the, he's trying to mess with us right now. Like, but I don't think like that. I just like, I don't know, maybe I don't know what's going on, but I'm just chilling and warming up. And so it didn't get in my head or anything like that, but I was just like, yeah, it's long.
Was there a transition in terms of like your confidence level from going into the first fight, then obviously going into the second fight? You know, we have some of the fighters that come in, they say when they're the champion, it enhances everything you do to another level. You know, if you're at 100% as a challenger, you're at 110% as a champion. Now that you're the actual champion, how do you feel, you know, when you walk the streets, when you meet people, when you go practice, when you go train? Like, is there just an air of confidence that's elevated?
I don't know. I want there to be, but I don't know. I think it's just the same old me. I don't know. I feel like nothing really changed too much with that. Like, my coach was just the other day, we're training, he's like, do you realize you're the world champion? Like, I don't know. I think I might have to just get a posse and start walking around 10 people to feel like I'm the world champion. You know? So,
yeah, because I see you don't even have the belt with you today.
Oh, yeah, I can't do it. It's 30 pounds. I can't carry that around. So I'll make that little weasel over there carry it.